What is going on, everybody? How you guys doing? My name is JX Kicks, and I want to welcome you guys back to another video on the channel. Today we got a sneaker video, obviously, like always. So I'm gonna just say it straight away. This is not a hype sneaker at all. Matter of fact, this is something that people hate. So if you don't watch this, I don't blame you. But I wanted to get a review and just talk about why the sneaker is kind of like hated so much. And I picked it up because of an event. So I'm going to a party, next week, and that's it. And they wanted all white with like light blue, but the sneakers had to be all white. You might be thinking, well, if you're gonna get all white, you might as well just get some Fazos, or whatever you want to call them. For me, they got a whole bunch of names. You got cocaine whites, you got G Fazos, you got icy white. You got a whole bunch of names for them. It just depends where you from. But and then personally for me, I just call them regular forces. But you would think that if you're gonna go to like an all white party, everybody is gonna wear white forces, and you would be right. Yeah, but knowing me, I really don't like to dress like other people. I just don't, and it's not something like I just want to be different. It's just me. I don't like to be in a trend, if that makes sense. And Air Forces, Jordan 4s are in the trend right now. Jordan 1s are kind of dying off a little bit, so. And then we're seeing Jordan 5s come back, which I kind of like, but I don't at the same time, because Jordan 5s is my favorite model with the Jordan 2. And prices is going to skyrocket on the Jordan 5, and I really don't want that to happen, considering the fact that I just want to pick up at least the burgundy Jordan 5s before, the Jordan 5 hype goes up. But yeah, enough talking about like hype releases and stuff. Like I said, the reason why I picked these up was for an event. But knowing me, I do like retro sneakers. I do like old school type looks, which is basically mid tops, high tops. Low tops was kind of a trend back then, but it wasn't like that much of a of the mid tops and high tops were. You had shell tops and all that, but besides that, it wasn't nothing too crazy. So shout out to Foot Locker for hooking me up. And now you might be thinking. Those are regular pair of Air Forces. Kind of. I got a 7.5 in these because they do run big, of course. Ready? See if I can zoom in. Now you might be asking me, why? I prefer these over the low tops. Honestly, I'm more of a mid top, high top type of guy. But I grew up wearing these and stuff, so I picked them up again for this event. I tried them on and all that, so if you see like a little stain or whatever, that's because I did try these on. But I did pick these up at Foot Locker, like I said, and there they go. The Air Force One Mid Triple White. Now, once again, y'all would probably be looking at me, you stupid idiot, why would you pick these up? Like I said, this is my cup of tea. This is not everybody's cup of tea, of course. This is not something that you're gonna see everybody wearing. This is something that you would have probably seen somebody wear back in the day, because that's just what it was. You notice that what happens with Air Force is that even with a trial, they'll start turning like black or whatever, but that's normal. It don't matter what it is, your socks could be clean, the most cleanest pair of socks in the world, and they still manage to get dirty on the inside. But it is what it is. But like I said, I picked these up, like I said, for an event. And also, I know everybody's gonna be wearing low top Air Forces. I just have the feeling in my system, so I just wanted to be a little bit different. And plus, this is my cup of tea, like I said. So, the only complaint I have about this shoe is the materials. You notice that when it comes to Air Forces nowadays, they don't have good materials at all. It looks like they do. Like from a far glance, it looks like they got good materials. But the reality of the fact is that Forces nowadays are terrible. They're overpriced, and they're just not good. And I'm gonna be honest, the only Air Forces that I've been liking lately has been the Ambush Air Force One lows, which I've seen, and the undefeated Air Force Ones. The reason being not because of the hype, but they got good materials on them. You got patent leather for the undefeateds, and then you got a soft leather for the ambush Air Force One lows. If you hear me say Jordan 1, that's because I'm used to it a lot. But yeah, I didn't pick them up because I had to pick up these. But just for starters, you have a regular pair of Air Force One mids. Materials are very like stiff. Obviously, you're gonna know Nike's getting cheaper. The one thing I would say about Nike nowadays is that their embroidered logos look fantastic. I mean, they're pretty good. And that's one thing I kind of liked about Air Force One mids is that like they got the strap with the little Nike logo right there with the other obviously the swoosh on the side. One thing I wish they would change, or that I wish they didn't do, is to make this like a Nike Dunk type of swoosh. I wish they would have just put it like a regular straight swoosh. That would have made it so much better. But just knowing Nike, they like to do some weird stuff, and that's probably the worst part about the shoe. Just being up. Another complaint I have about the shoe obviously would be the fact that it gets dirty too quick. This is an all-white pair of sneakers, so within an hour and a half or two, you're gonna notice these gonna get cooked. That's why they're cheap, and that's why they make them cheaply made, because they know people gonna keep buying these. Not this. They're gonna buy the low tops, but I like to take care of my shoes, so these are gonna last me a pretty long time because I'm not gonna wear them a lot. You notice also that the perforated holes are a little bit closer to the this, I forgot what this is called, the lip. Older pairs, they would be a little bit more separated out, but that looks a little bit aki to me. I don't know why, but it does. What else? The midsole. I mean, the midsole feels like any other Air Force One midsole. Obviously, it has a small air unit in the back. You can't feel it because it's a rock solid midsole, but it has an air unit inside. That's one thing I can say, that they didn't mess up the air unit. They kept it, thank God. But yeah, and one thing that I have to say about the Air Force One mids that the Air Force One lows don't get quite well, and that's the laces. When it comes to the laces, the Air Force One mids have it on top. It's a white pair of laces compared to the low tops. The low tops be having some yellow pair of laces. I don't know why that happens, but they just do. But yeah, I don't gotta say too much about these, man. Y'all already know. Yes, sir. Use the music in the background. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below on these. Obviously, I'm gonna have a lot of haters saying that these are terrible, these are ugly. This should stay back from 2005 or whatever. This is the other side of the shoe. If you're an Air Force One mid fan, comment down below. Like the video. If you're not, you're just an Air Force One low fan, I don't know what to tell you, man. It's just the hype. But this is JX Kicks. I want to thank you guys for watching. I know this wasn't anything crazy. I wasn't talking a lot about the shoe, but I just want to show you guys what I picked up. But I'll see you guys later. Peace.